guys, so today I'm going to be doing the mixed girl tag and I'm going to read the questions off of my iPad. If you didn't know, I am mixed race. I know I look white, but let's just forget about that for a start.
On the other end who's saying these things directly to you and they're saying them directly to you, that's a whole other level of harassment, really.
Number 1, what are you mixed with? My mum is black and my dad is white. But my mum has some Asian in her. Well, we don't even know. We're a bit confused. Her dad, her biological dad, is maroon Indian, but we don't know if that's actually like Indian. We don't know if it's like African or what, but she, like, her eyes are like slits, like she looks like Indian, like her eyes are like Indian. And when I was younger, people used to think I was Indian and they used to get confused that I was walking around with my mum because they used to think that I was Indian. But I don't anymore, but I used to. So what ethnicity have you often been mistaken for? Indian, when I was younger especially. Now, just, I don't know, I think people know that I'm mixed race or have some sort of colour in me, but they joke around and say that I'm white because, you know, it's funny to tease and whatever. So yeah, probably just white and Asian, like Indian. So is your hair curly or straight? Straight for sure. Was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? Yeah. I mean, I grew up with both of my families. Like, I was raised with my mum and my dad, so like they both live together. We all live as a family. I would see my mum's side more, but I would still see my dad's side. So it's not like I'm not like balanced between families. But I did go to a private school and I left last year. But so throughout all my primary school, nursery, everything was private because my parents wanted to take me to a private school and it was just up the road, so it just made it more convenient for them. So I did get teased about that because obviously I had a posh accent and I sounded white and obviously I look white, so my black side would kind of like tease me and I wanted to be white or black, either of the two, so I could just get out of feeling that way because I just didn't like being different. Because even though a lot of my cousins are mixed race, they're darker, so for me it was a bit more different. And obviously I grew up in a private school, so I was posh, so that was kind of hard because I just wanted to fit in. Like when you're mixed race, you're too white for the black kids and you're too black for the white kids, so you're kind of just in the middle. But there's not many mixed race people that I know. I don't know many. Do I have any mixed race friends? Not really. I don't really have any mixed race friends. And I definitely didn't when I was younger. I was the only mixed race / black person in the whole of my year. So I mean, I kind of did fit in primary, but so I was kind of more like white per se in primary school. So I did act more white back then, but then when I went into secondary school and I started growing up for myself, kind of figuring out who I was and the things that I liked, I sort of became more black. Black people would probably think you're not black, but like I would relate a bit more to my black side, so they would think that that was weird. But yeah, I mean, like I didn't get upset in school from it, but definitely outside of school with my family, I just wanted to fit in with them. I am just me, whatever. What backgrounds do you embrace the most? I embrace both of them the same. I relate to well, I guess that's kind of lying. I do embrace both of them, but I do feel more black. Even though people are probably like, you don't act black. Like, I act Elodie. I'm Elodie. I don't act, there's no race that I act, but I feel like I do embrace more with my black side. The culture I kind of more relate to because there's not, I mean, I don't really know, is there a white culture? Not trying to like be racist, but that's just a question because there's so many different white races, you know what I mean, like Italian, German, Spanish. I mean, Spanish people aren't really white, but they're not black. That sounds so bad because it's like Asian people as well, but you know what I mean. So have you ever been teased for being different? Yeah, I mean, I've already kind of said that. I have been teased, like, Elodie, you look white. Elodie, you're white, shut up. Elodie, like, you're white, stop saying that you're mixed race because you're actually white. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're adopted. I've gotten all of that, basically. And I used to cry a lot about it because I just wished, like, little me, look at this. Little Elodie just wanted to fit in with the crowd, you know? Bless her heart. I just wanted to either be white or black. I mean, I did, as I grow up, I realise now, and I do like my race. I'm not, like, wanting to change it or anything, but when I was younger, I definitely did struggle. Have you ever been ashamed for being multiracial? No, I haven't been ashamed, like, thinking that it's wrong. I more get frustrated when people think that it's wrong. Like, you know, when people say, oh, you shouldn't mix with races. Like my mum and dad have probably been judged for mixing outside of your race. Anyway, that anyway. I get really frustrated when people think that it's wrong and that you're raising your child wrong. They're going to be confused. It's like, no, you can be raised two completely different cultures and just find out who you want to be, and you can be as completely normal as a black person or a white person or a Chinese person or an Indian person. Anyone, you can be as completely as normal, but you just have two backgrounds. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you feel that being mixed has its benefits? I don't really know what that means. Like, what do you mean by benefits? I like it because, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know how to answer that question because I've been born mixed race. I don't really know what benefits I've gotten. I mean, I guess, you know, typical light skin, like, favoured. I don't really think that's true. But yeah, I guess that, yeah. Because obviously when you're black, people, you know, all the things that's going on in America and whatever. But, like, because obviously I'm light and I look white. But anyway, I understand why people would think that mixed people have benefits. Because, you know, black people go through what they go through, like, for being dark skinned. But I do think that people need to start taking into consideration that it's not just the black people, not just the dark people that go through feeling out of it. Like, me being white, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I feel comfortable around my family, but I feel like when I'm around black people, I feel like I need to act normal, like not say too much because they may be like, oh, she's trying too hard and stuff like that. So, like, obviously I do feel sometimes a bit uncomfortable being you know, mixed race, but I do understand that people would think it would have benefits. What makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? I think the two cultures that collide and love each other, so a white person, a black person, or an Asian person, a black person, etc., etc., because mixed race isn't just black and white. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that until, like, a year ago, that mixed race could mean you're mixed with anything other than black and white. Like, you could be mixed race and be mixed with Chinese and Indian. I didn't know that. That's a bit dumb of me, but I was a bit naive, you know. But yeah, I think that it's beautiful how two cultures can join together. Like, no matter what their other cultures say, like, oh, you shouldn't mix your race and whatever. Like, I think that it shows that you can love whoever you want. Like, it doesn't matter what race you are. Like, if you love someone, you're gonna love them no matter if they're black or white. And I think that's a more beautiful thing. Like, I do think being mixed race is beautiful, but every culture is beautiful, but you know what I mean. Any advice for someone who struggles with their multiracial identity? If you're like me and you're too white or you don't feel like you fit in, at the end of the day, someone is always going to like you no matter who you are, and you shouldn't want to change yourself just because someone else might not like it. If you're like in a white area and then you're the only black person, like in my school, in my private school, I was the only like black person there, even though in the last year there was a girl that joined that was black, but other than that, I was the only black person. You have to learn to be yourself, and you have to learn that you have to love yourself, because people are going to judge you no matter what. Yeah, you should just embrace who you are and not care about what other people think. because you're beautiful. You should embrace it, definitely. Don't let it get you down. Like, obviously when I was younger I did let it get to me, but now I just know that I'm my own person and my race doesn't define who I am. Even though some aspects is part of me, like my race is part of me, I do think it's good to embrace who you are and not let other people take over, you know, how you feel about yourself. People always try and like get you down, no matter if it's about race or about, you know, just you in general. Like, you just have to be yourself, and your race is a big part of your identity. Like, you can't let go of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't too ranty and just went off on a completely different subject, but sometimes, you know, girls gotta get deep, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really know what my schedule would be, so hopefully I should be doing it on a Friday or a Saturday. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!